Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Uganda, our Power and Revolution playthrough, episode 33 with the series. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to remember where I left off. I just got back on vacation, so I've been gone for a week and I have no idea what I was doing. Some people have pointed out this highway is going to take a really long time to build. I'm just going to leave it now. I think it was like 63 months. You know, it's not going to be done for a really long time. That sort of is what it is. If I cancel it, I won't get the money back, and it'll put a bunch of people out of work, and it just turns into a mess. So we're just going to leave it as is. We've got 48% for our popularity. We've got to get that up a little bit higher, because I want to keep going to war with people, but it's getting tough to balance all of this. We're mixing a lot of like different cultures together, and what it's causing is it's causing a very even split among the groups. Some people like my sort of little regime here. Some people are, you know, more democratic and they don't like the way things are being run. And that's primarily what's creating a lot of the decisiveness in the country. It's what happens when you start folding, you know, a bunch of countries all into one giant super country. You know, it'd be like as if the United States took over like every country in Europe and then tried to make Europe be like the United States. Like, people in Europe would lose their minds, and, you know, vice versa. So that's kind of the issue. We're like folding in all these different populations with different beliefs on the direction the country should go. And it's getting harder and harder to balance, which is pretty typical whenever you try to do a challenge such as taking over a whole continent in this game. Germany discovers DNA screening, anti-hair loss molecule. So, let's see. Proletarian Confederation for Labor Strikes have begun. So what's the issue? Here's a coffee. So negotiate the worker contributions, the VAT rate, retirement age for men, women, the old age pension, allowance paid to job seekers. So the minimum salary.
What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
What would?
Very well, we accept your offer.
Alright, well that worked. So I guess we're upping minimum wage by one whole doll hair. And they very much enjoyed that, so maybe they'll go away. And maybe I'll get a popularity boost. Budget excess of 5.4 billion. And we've got a treasury of almost 15 billion, so we could go ahead and spend that on some other things. I wanted to keep working on housing. So why don't we go ahead and rehabilitate another 20,000 houses for $1 billion. Confirm.
I would like you to turn your attention to the fact...
If you granted them more liberty.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity...
Well... More liberty. I've given them a pretty good amount of liberty as is. I don't know what more they want. Tolerate but discourage. Authorize at will. Let's go ahead and pass that. It won't help us so much for population-wise if we're encouraging contraception, but at least people will... It'll give us a popularity boost, and I don't think we really need to worry too much about population. Well, slap me in the face. That actually went the other way because of the family. Damn it. That's dumb. Fertility rate, 5.71. I mean, it's been the same since 2018. The birth rate percentage, though, is significantly higher. I don't even know how you would change fertility rate. But the birth rate's, like, significantly higher. So we have a growing population. If anything, we might want to slow it down.
Our governmental cell informs me that...
Alright, so we're slowly approaching different cells in other countries, trying to get some dirt on them. How do we look for currency? 22.14% inflation, so that is going down. Ah, there's that resolution against Kenya. They decided to proceed with your request for military intervention against Kenya. Okay. Staff shortage in the health field.
Our government...
We'll deal with that there. Yada yada.
Here is our growth forecast.
Alright, 0.24 annual growth. Budget excess is still 4 billion. We're going to have to do a little bit more taxation here. I'm going to wait till currency drops. I'm going to drop pay again as well. We'll wait till this hits 20%.
My services have
Signs of decreasing popularity. I mean, sort of. Alright, I'm going to appear on television. I gave them what they wanted, so... Oh, wait, no, you know, I never actually gave that to them. My apologies. I only suggested it. So, minimum wage, we said $3. So, it's only going to cost 38.25 billion, and people love it. So, we'll go ahead and increase minimum wage. It probably should have gone up a long time ago anyways. So that should give us a good popularity boost. And then we're just going to wait for the UN to finish voting for our resolution against Canada. Or Canada, oh my god, Kenya. Ah, yeah, there it is. Social, but employment demonstration strike going. Pretty much canceling out any boost we would have gotten from that. Criticism of the state, freedom of expression, criticism of religions, freedom of expression, violence, censorship for minors. I mean, this is all pretty good. Censorship for minors. I can't do anything else with this. Sports. We could max out the... I mean, this is all really good. Multi-sports complex. We don't have one of those. We could build one. 265 million. Just go ahead and put it in Benin, I guess. Less than 5 months. Confirm. So we'll queue up to build one of those. We'll probably get a public finances hit a little bit.
Our governmental cell informs me that it...
Alright, how's the Secret Service looking? Well, as we wait for this whole Kenya thing to tick off. We've only got 3 still. This is, like, really good. I wonder if we could arrest this guy and get away with it. Haha, it worked. He was doing some, like, kind of shady stuff, so I thought maybe we'd get away with it. This guy we gotta place under surveillance. So hopefully we'll get those 3 cleaned up soon. Alright, so the next big thing was taxation. I wanted to work on industrial pollution and carbon tax. I think I could up these.
Strong suspicions that this organization...
Oh. I think I could up these and get some money and get some popularity out of that, but I'm pretty sure I just arrested the head of that, so there's nothing I can do now. He's already been arrested.
We've proceeded.
And I want to look at the UN real quick. Military intervention mandate. So when do they actually vote on this? In 2 days they vote. Alright, so taxation. Tax on yada yada. The carbon tax, industrial pollution tax. We could up this. Wow. It's a pretty big budget economy. What happens if we go the 20%? So people like that. Do they like it more if we just go... No, they actually like it if we really crank that bad boy out. There's 12 billion there. People love it. All right, so we're going to throw that on new reform and call it the greenhouse bill. People will love it. Or we'll call it the... Actually, better yet. There, the Make Uganda Green. It's got a heart, so that way anybody that like votes against it, technically, they're voting against peace and love. So hopefully that'll help drive it through. And we actually have a faux parliament anyway, so they don't really get a say in it. It's going to go through regardless. So that would be 12 billion for our economy, which would be really good because I've severely caught our economy by cutting a lot of my contracts with the United States to try to drive inflation down, but this would be really good because it'd still be money pumped into the economy. It just wouldn't be outside money. It wouldn't affect inflation as much, if I understand correctly. And we could probably just go with a nice round number for this. I don't want to go much more than that. I think it'll be a little too much. Oh, see, people don't even like it when you raise this trash here. See, that does not give us a popularity boost. I'm just going to stick with the tax on industrial pollution. We'll let that go through. And we could do tax on pornography. Somebody had mentioned in the comments that the people would love it, but that does not seem to be the case. Oh, no, they do love it now. And there's 31 million there. It's not that much money, but... How do people really feel about it? We crank that bad boy up. They love it. We'll throw that on the greenhouse or the Make Uganda Green bill as well. Why not? We'll slip that through the back door, if you know what I'm saying. Pun intended. Alright, so 2 more days and we can decide what to do with Kenya. Kenya is something we've wanted to take over for a while. I feel like we can connect our capital with their capital for sweet economic loot. Plus we could put another port over here on this side of the country, connected by road. And that'll be beneficial as well. Uprising, oh my god. How is the housing sector not doing good? Encourage our Olympians.
The rioters. We are...
Alright, let's go ahead and crush these guys real quick. The faster we get it over with, the better. And then we might go ahead and spend... Well, let me see how much money we've got. Depending on what we have for a budget excess, we might go ahead and spend some money on... We might go ahead and spend some of our money on... Jesus Christ, what am I trying to say? Getting more health providers, healthcare providers, more doctors and such. The resolution was rejected. Wow, they rejected my resolution mandate against Kenya. How did I mess that up? Oh, I'm picking up people too. To find more dirt. Can't believe they rejected my mandate. That kind of bums me out. Oh, well, if I had higher popularity, I'd do it the old-fashioned way and just go to war with them. Alright, budget. Excess billions 5.4. Let's wait for the... Let's wait for that bill to pass. We could spend some more of our money on housing. I want to get this down to 0, or at least close to it. And I want to put more money in media too. Not long contraception went through. A little bit of a boost there for women's rights, housing. There's some anti-terrorism there. Yeah, this is getting bad. So we can go for super high speed fiber optics still. It's going to cost us 10 billion, which is pretty much all of our money to do a 1% increase, but let's go for it. Because if you get that up to 30%, I guess you get like a really big bonus. July, June, July, August. Oh, crap. We still got some time, though, until the...
The decree.
We still got some time until the next quarter, so maybe I shouldn't have done that so readily. Now we only got 2 billion. We'll see what the budget excess gives us. 21%. I need that to keep going down. It's starting to cap out again. What else could be stopping it? Oh, damn it. Explosion. But we did take the head out, so that's good. These forces here will be a little bit harder. This one maybe not so much. Only 21 followers. 16 followers. We could probably take these guys out. I need more agents. Let's go ahead and get 60,000 even. So cheap.
In a statement sent to the press.
Just a week to go before the opening ceremony for the Olympics.
It's true that the blow cannot...
Following our investigation after the arrest of the head of the organization, we have
Alright, that was dismantling a large portion of that chain there. More people in our back pocket. So we got Ethiopia and Kenya. We can make it public. Let's go with Kenya since...
Off we go. Police, justice, and journalists have all found out. The scandal is breaking as expected. I know people who are going to experiment with what Lloyd and Simon's back in...
Okay, perfect. So we're going to do that scandal there.
Are infiltrated...
I'm hoping that that will maybe... Oh, Kenya actually likes me for it. That's interesting. I'm hoping that that scandal will make it... I'm hoping that'll make it so other countries are a little bit more apt to let us go to war.
The decree takes effect.
Okay, we had to have get a big bump for minimum wage. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. So plus 6%. Alright, I guess we're just waiting then for that taxation bill to go through. Medical staff. What would it take to go for a nice round 400,000? 59 million. We'll go ahead and spend it. There was a healthcare provider shortage after all. That should really help unemployment. Public sector, health, employment. Yep. Unemployment was at a high for a little bit there. Back down to 6% though. Yeah, not going to spend that. Okay, so... Madam President, your attempt to corrupt one of the members of our government is admissible. Our diplomatic relations will be forever damaged by this. Uh-oh, that we got caught. Treats its elder this way. I just hired a bunch of medical staff. What are you talking about? Get out of here. The retirement age really hurt us. But lowering it, people don't seem to like either. Jesus. Well, we can lower it down because people, I think average life expectancy in our country is 58. We can lower it to 60 again and try that. I think that's where it was originally. Parliament's actually against it. Hey, there's the Make Uganda Green reform. Nice little boost there.
We are waiting.
The heck is this? Oh, opening of the Summer Olympics. Okay, I guess they're in France this year.
The rioters.
You know, it's very possible that we might actually do good at the Olympics this year because of the money I've put into sports. Put a lot of money. A lot of money in sports. I'll put these guys here to block the path. I'm going to try to clear these guys out real quick. There we go. Nice. Cleaned up. No, this will be easy. I've learned that the faster I clean this up, the less hit I'll take from it over time.
We have subdued the rebel.
Alright, and what's the budget excess look like now? 4.72, we'll see what that looks like when it ticks over. 21.35, I'm going to go ahead and lower everybody's pay. And I'm going to do it by a lot this time instead of just $1. We'll save a bunch of money. We'll lower everybody to a nice round number. Maybe take like $3 off roughly for everyone. Yeah, $3 sounds good. Somewhere in there. Well, there's a budget economy of 336 million. Let's go ahead and confirm that. We'll see how everybody reacts for that. Nobody cares about Earth Overshoot Day. Alright, so not as many people like it. We've lowered money for them, but I gotta say that that's gotta be good for our inflation. I see it's still going down.
Your social policy.
Whatever. Okay, this is a pretty big group that's actually coming for us here, so what's gonna happen is the military is gonna get involved and it's gonna get real ugly. Public finances. Yeah, budget excess is up there now. Let's hurry up and get these guys cleaned up. Ah, stop him. Stop all of them. Yeah, if you don't clean these up, then they'll just go on forever. The AI does not seem to be competent enough to clean any of this up. Okay, we can speed it up now that we've got it under control. I say that somewhat lightly. Ooh, why is the military getting involved? Nobody told you to get involved. Perfect. Perfect. All right.
We have subdued the...
Lowered everybody's pay, increased the budget access, and most importantly, drove that inflation down. We're almost at 20% now. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off here. We're out of time. Yeah, shorter episode. We've got a lot of stuff to do today. I was hoping to go to war. It didn't happen. I'll probably reach back out to the United Nations. Actually, why don't I just go ahead and do it now real quick. Well, once again, provide proof, evidence sufficient for sanctions. I'm going to go ahead and ask again to authorize military intervention against, no, not this. Authorize military intervention against Kenya, and we'll let them vote on that again. Which could take some time, but we're going to really push to try to get there. Maybe a little slow the next few episodes. I'm probably going to go to war and just take the warmongering hit in the next episode. We'll keep trying to take as many countries as we can with these different things. I know there was sanctions. Let's see. We had dirt on somebody else too. Ethiopia. So we can reach out to the UN after Kenya about Ethiopia, but it doesn't really do us any good. We don't border them, so we really need to go after Kenya first, then we can hit Ethiopia. But I'm probably going to go ahead and take Cameroon out next time. I don't know. I'm holding off a little bit on them. They have a lot of allies in Europe, I guess, from what I understand, or at least what people have told me in the comments. So I've been very hesitant on trying to take them out. Maybe a smaller country. We went over here. We can go for Togo or whatever, I guess. They only have a GDP of 9.8 billion, army of 6.2. We could probably clean up all these small countries here. Ghana, not a small country. Fairly large GDP, small military though. But yeah, we could definitely take out Togo. Burkina Faso, maybe? Alright, so I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.